What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the #1 way that you guys can succeed on Amazon in 2019 and why this is so much different than what we have seen previously selling on Amazon in the past years. So Amazon is no longer how it used to be 5 years ago, 10 years ago, when you could basically sell anything because there was such a low competition and low saturation that anything would basically sell. And if you know any business over time, usually when something starts right off the bat, there's a very low competition because there aren't a lot of competitors. So pretty much whatever you do at the beginning of any business will work very well because there's a low competition. And as the business grows, you're gonna have more and more competition over time. But there is one good thing about this when it comes to Amazon selling. Basically, like I always say, and like I always teach my private students, 90 or 95% of current sellers on Amazon don't really know what they're doing, or they are just doing things that are outdated, old strategies, things that don't work. They're not going above and beyond, and they do not know how to grow their business. So basically, they are just messing everything up on every spectrum. And the reason that this is a good thing for people like me and hopefully like you is that the people who do know what they're doing, who do know all the updated strategies and have all these different things and know how to grow the business, they have a huge advantage over all these new sellers who do not know what they are doing. So I could easily make this video 3-4 hours long if I really wanted to, but I don't think either of us have time for that. So I'm gonna make it as short and simple as I can. And just remember that there are a lot of other different factors that I'm not gonna be talking about in this video when it comes to selling in 2019. But this video is going to be specifically about one topic that I wanted to talk about. And that topic is going to be branding your business on Amazon. So like I said, 10 years ago, you could post anything you wanted and it would sell, but now you need to develop a brand for your product/products, which I'll talk about in just a minute, because in the long term, this is going to benefit you in a huge way, and you absolutely need to be doing this if you want to have the benefit in the long term at all. And don't get me wrong, you could definitely sell your first product without a whole lot of branding and get a lot of sales right off the bat. I've had students do it and sell out in a week, so it's definitely possible. Along with a lot of other different factors that you need to know, but for the most part, it is more risky to be doing that. You want to develop a brand and figure out what market you want to build your brand in. So the first thing that you need to be doing that is a little bit different from the previous years of Amazon selling is you need to find a niche that is going to be what you want to target. And previously, what people would usually teach on YouTube or in a course is that you need to find one specific product that you want to sell. But now I want you to take a step back and really look at the whole market in general. So let's say you found that the iPhone X screen protector is selling very well and has a low demand, and this is something that you want to sell in. I want you to change that mindset and stop looking at the specific product and start looking at the whole market in general. So instead of looking at the specific iPhone X screen protector, I want you to look at screen protectors for phones in general, because this is how you can build your brand on Amazon, is by building a brand around the whole product category. So that will give you a lot of potential future growth for your whole business. And if you want to look at the old way of doing things, basically you would see that the iPhone X screen protector is selling well, and then you would go and sell it. And then if you ever wanted to grow your business, you may find out that the iPhone 7 screen protector is way too competitive to sell in. So now you're limited to only that one product and you can't grow your brand. Or maybe you try to find a Samsung screen protector and all those are way too competitive and you cannot compete in them. Now you only have the iPhone X one that you started with and you have no room for future growth. So I want you really to study the whole market as a whole and see that it has a high demand for all the different types of products in that market, and also has a decently low competition. But do not let competition scare you, because like I said, 90-95% of sellers don't know what they're doing. So if you do know what you're doing, then it's really not that hard to compete in decently competitive markets, as long as you know what you are doing. Now I want to talk about what you can actually do to brand your product. And there are a ton of different things that you can do, and each one would be probably a 10 to 20 minute video of its own. But I'm going to give you guys a couple general topics of what you guys can be doing. And if you guys want to learn about all this stuff in extreme detail taught by myself, then I do have a private course, and it takes you through the whole Amazon selling process, from finding a product to doing your product launch and getting sales from start to finish. And it is private, so you need to email me here to get in. And I only work with a few people at a time. That way I can really focus on them and get them to succeed. And I get to work with them one-on-one through my personal mentorship. So they get to ask me any questions they want, ask me for any advice, or maybe to check over certain products. So basically they have me to clarify or answer any questions if they need it. And it also comes with my personal templates for profit calculations, supplier inquiries, supplier negotiation, and all these different things, such as a few different legal templates. And one more thing, it also comes with all my personal business connections, and they offer discounts for all of my private students. So you end up saving hundreds of dollars, including access to the shipping company I use at a discounted rate. So if this sounds like something that you want to be in and something that you want to invest into, then feel free to email me here and I will get back to you with some more information. But now let's get back into the video. So like I said, there are a million and one things that you can actually dig into when it comes to building a brand for any business. But for Amazon, I'm going to give you guys a few examples and a few ideas of what you can be doing to brand your product. So number one, you can start with your custom packaging and your custom logo. So all your products must have a logo on it if you want to avoid being hijacked. So basically you can start with your custom packaging, like I said, and this will differentiate you because you can have your own custom packaging opposed to having a basic cardboard box or a basic plastic bag. This will set you apart if you do have a nice custom product packaging. And usually on this packaging, you can do a lot of different things that will help it pop out. You can include some high-def pictures on the box. You can include bullet points about some key features and a ton of other different things. So it helps catch the customer's eye so they buy your product opposed to buying the competition's product. So the second thing you can do is you can differentiate your product to make it different, to make it your own. So basically this means you're going to change your product in a certain way or adjust it or modify it or even include something with it that usually the competition isn't doing. So you can look at the competition and see what they're doing wrong. You could read the reviews that are negative on certain products and see how you can fix certain products to make them better. And these are certain things that you need to be listening to and need to be changing with your own product. And this is going to differentiate your product to make the buyer want to buy yours opposed to buying the competitors. So for example, let's say we are trying to buy those screen protectors and we look at some of the competition that we're going to be competing with and we read the reviews and we see that people are complaining that most of these break so easily and they're extremely thin. So what we can do to differentiate is we can make ours stronger and thicker so that way they don't break as easy. And that simple thing can help you totally dominate a market. Now you do have to be pretty good at seeing these certain things and researching these certain things, so make sure you know what you're doing. You can also bundle something with your product. So you're gonna include something small with your product to make it look like it has more value, so then the customer wants to buy yours more. So these are just a few things that you can be doing to change your product, and you can also do simple modifications like color changes or simple design changes that make yours more appealing, but these are all things that you need to experiment with. Just please know what you're doing so you don't mess anything up. You can also put something in your product packaging called a product insert, and this is a basic, simple cardboard cutout kind of paper thing that you can put your logo on, you can put your Amazon link on, you can ask for a review, you can ask for feedback, you can give them a discount code for a future order. All these things will help you get reviews, which is really important, and help you get future sales and also help you develop your brand. And all three of these things will help you get a ton of future sales and develop a brand. Now the last thing I want to talk about that a lot of people are not doing when it comes to selling on Amazon, and this is going to be social media and actually building your brand off the Amazon platform. You guys can create social media profiles around your certain product. You can start running ads on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You could even use Instagram influencers or Facebook influencers and pay them to advertise on their pages that already have thousands of followers. And once again, you really need to know what you're doing because there are a lot of factors when it comes to running ads, and they're very complicated. And this is also something I teach to all my students, how to run ads and how to target all these people and build a brand so you can get more sales. So once again, those are all my ideas: product packaging, custom logo, product inserts, differentiation, change your product, make it better than the competition, start making social media profiles, start advertising your product using influencers. All these different things are a few basic things that you can start implementing and working on to develop your brand on Amazon. And this is something that will set you apart from all the competition, all the people who don't know what they're doing, and make you successful as a seller. So that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys go down below. If you learn anything new, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. And last but not least, go down below, leave me a comment, let me know if you subscribed. Also, let me know if you have any questions because I respond to every single comment. So that's it for this one, guys. I will see you guys in the next video, or I will see you guys if you guys email me to become a private student. See you in the next one.